What's up, everybody? It's Philip Randolph, and it's 10 Minutes to Vent. And today we're going to be talking about a controversial subject like we do on all of our episodes. But today we're going to be talking about music, but we're not just going to be talking about just music. The question that I want to propose to everybody today is, what's more important in a song, right? The beat or the actual lyrics? Again, what's more important in an actual song, the beat or the actual lyrics? Now, the reason why I want to talk about this subject is because it's almost like the chicken and the egg. Which comes first, right? I am a musician. I am a recording artist. I'm an engineer. I'm a producer. So when we're talking about music, that's something very close to my heart. I'm very passionate about this. I've been doing this all my life. Literally, I've been playing the piano ever since I was 2 years old, 3 years old. I still have the same piano at my parents' house that I started off on. But enough about me. What's more important? In my personal opinion, I believe that the beat is the most important aspect of the song. Okay, unless you're just doing a song a cappella, which is very rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I feel it's very rare. We don't have too many hit songs that's just plainly a cappella. All right, and a cappella is without any instruments in the background being accompanied by any instruments. The beat production, it lures you in first. I can skip a whole bunch of songs, a whole bunch of potential great songs, right? If the beat doesn't interest me, all right? If the beat isn't pulling my chakras to a level where I want to turn the music up, I'm going to skip the beat. And I really don't care about what you're saying on the track unless I really enjoy you as a artist, a musician. If I value you as a artist, a musician, okay, I can listen to a beat that's really not that, it doesn't suit my taste, right? And I want to take it back to when I was in high school. So back in high school, freestyling was everything. Battle rapping was everything. We were at the pinnacle of looking at a whole bunch of battle rap. Once 8 Mile came out, a lot of people started battle rapping for money and started putting it on tape, VHS and DVDs, right? And started selling them. My favorite, and before then, people been battle rapping, but it just, the stakes started getting higher. One of my favorite artists who used to freestyle a lot, straight from the top of the head with heavy punchlines, was Cassidy. Okay, so if you were in school from 2000 and I'll say 2004 all the way to 2008, 2009, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Cassidy used to come and rip anybody that wanted to battle him, and he had ridiculous punchlines, literally. But when it came to his so-called album, his mixtapes, the beats weren't that good. The beats weren't good at all. He even started making beats himself, and the beats were not good at all. They were really trash. And I don't really want to say that, but they wasn't satisfying. Okay, they wasn't satisfying. But his lyrics were amazing. His penmanship is amazing. Like, even still to this day, some of the punches I'd be like, eh. But back in the day, the lyrics were off the chain. Like, you have to give it to him, right? But the beat wasn't satisfying, So I just wanted to use that as an example. If I like the artist, I can I can kind of put my bias opinion to the side so I can listen to what the artists have to say. But as soon as I hear a good beat, a great beat that I like, I want to know instantly, who's that? Who's that artist? And I really believe that's why the app Shazam was created. I said made it. Was created is because a lot of people didn't know the artist. A lot of people didn't know what the song was, but the beat was so satisfying, right? The beat stood out so much that they wanted to know what that song was so they could listen to it later, right? That's the reason why I believe that the beat is more important. You know, without the beat, there's no potential song, right? There's no Grammy Award winning potential song that can be made. There's no hit song that can be made just with the beat. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? I'm not saying it cannot happen, but having a great beat, right, and then putting lyrics on top of it is more important than just the lyrics itself. Okay? You put an instrumental behind anything, you put instruments accompanied by song, by rap, it gives it a different feeling. It gives the whole presentation a different feeling, guys. It does. It definitely does. Another example I want to give is, as soon as you hear the beat to your favorite song, right, you automatically get happy. You automatically get happy. Now, if you hear a good beat, right, with no lyrics on them, I mean, you might get happy, but what you going to start doing? You're going to start freestyling. You're going to start moving your head, but you're going to start freestyling. You're going to put your own lyrics on it. You know? So that's the reason why I believe that the beat is more important than the lyrics. Without a good beat, you have no potential hit. You have no potential Grammy Award winning song. That's why writers are paid so much, especially ghost writers are paid so much. Why? Because with a good beat, we want to put some lyrics. We want to put some lyrics on that track. We want to put some lyrics on that plate, right? We want to put some lyrics on that plate. And I feel like the beat is the food. The beat is the food, right? And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, well, I can't. Let me change it. The lyrics are the food, right? The lyrics are the food, but it just feels better, right, when you can put that food on an actual plate. Yeah, you can dig out the bowl. Anybody can dig out the bowl. You can dig out your brain. But whenever you have a certain place to place that food, it feels a lot better. Guys, it's Philip Randolph. It's 10 minutes to vent, and we just talked about what's more important, the beat or the lyrics. Leave your comments below. There's no right or wrong answer. Until the next time, stay focused, stay blessed, and I'm out.